How's it going today, everybody? Welcome to a rainy day edition of the Daily Random Vlog. Check this out. It's wet, it's rainy, there's drips and drops in the puddles, which means we're not going out to RC. But when you RC, there's always more to RCing than just going out to RC. There's fixing, modifying, changing things, and right now in front of me I have Megas. Now a lot more powerful Megas. I did do a little bit of a test strip last night. It was too dark to film anything. Thinking of trying to find a nighttime location to film at. Big open parking lots that are lit at nighttime. Possibly Walmart or something like that. But just for testing purposes, that way I know it's at that time of night, it's going to be empty. But it makes it harder to film when there's no light. So I'll show you what's going on with Megas here right now. There's Megas right now, right here. Looking really nice. Actually, looking kind of messy. Just wires hanging everywhere. I do want to run these a little bit better, a little tidier, out of the way. But check this gearing out. Wait a second. We can have light here. Look at this. This is a Mod 1 spur gear. The heck was it again? 30 some tooth. I have a package around here somewhere, but it eludes me at this moment. Hang on. I ran and found it just for you guys. It's a 36 tooth, 1 metric pitch. So it's a Mod 1, 36 tooth Mod 1 spur gear. And Peter from Amazing Hobbies assures me that this is a Mod 1 25 tooth pinion. So, with what the setup was last night, it was not running this last night. As you can tell, everything's still nice and perfectly clean. I just got done setting this up. Everything meshes good. A little noisier, I noticed, the 32 pitch. Last night, I would have been running, hang on a second, the 20 tooth. This I'm reading the package right here. Focus. 20 tooth pinion, and it's 0.8 metric pitch, 32 pitch gear, and that was the. Is that the pinion? No, that wasn't the pinion, was it? No, that was the pinion. Yeah, that was the pinion. This was the spur. 54 tooth spur, 0.8 metric pitch, 32 pitch. So I was only getting 89 kilometers an hour with this gearing. So I came in, I did a little bit of reading, and found out the difference with the gear ratios. Like, they're not at all the same between 48 and 32 pitch in regards to pinion versus spur. But this here, this is the, I was going to put it behind glass, and right on that glass, break glass in case of X01. But you know what? I'm going to need them sooner than that anyways, just to be able to figure out how fast we're going to go. Remember, this is all on 3S. This is a T-Sky 120 amp speed controller. It came with its own, its own capacitor, the mini capacitor pack. I don't know if it's more of a glitch buster. It is censored, and that is the 5700 kilovolt Speed Passion Blaze censored motor, 550L or 540L. Hang on a second, let's try and get a better shot of this. There you go. Oh, yeah, it's unhooked because I just had to actually do a bunch of modification right here, just to make sure everything's mounted up good. It's solid. Now it's going to breathe a little better, having the casing a little more open. I also needed the room. I had it apart because that set screw on the bottom is the one that's supposed to be able to shift forward and back so you can set your mesh properly. Well, I didn't have enough back. That pinion's so big. So I had to modify that a little bit just to get maybe a 1/4 of an inch, not even a 1/4 of an inch, I'd say like an 1/8 of an inch slide back room. So once it's dry out, we're going to be able to figure out some numbers, and I found a better way to mount this, the phone, onto it using the GPS app. I still don't like that app. I know it's not accurate. There's no way it's being 100% accurate. So hopefully dry weather soon. I'm gonna finish doing some modification on that wing mount so it can stay stabilized, locked in one position. It is a 1/10 scale eRevo wing mount, but it's flipped. I have it upside down so I can mount it off the back of the Rustler like this. Let's see how that's done. So if you're looking for a decent wing mount when you're trying to create downforce, looking for an actual 1/10 scale eRevo wing for the back, you think that would look much better? I think so. Also, if you happen to have a speed radar gun, a velocity radar gun, and it's just sitting there, not being used, and you want to donate it to some people who are going to put it to great use, we need one badly in the group. Or even if you want to come out with us and put it to use, let's do so. You know how to get a hold of me. Random Andrew Facebook page, RC, Rail City RC Addicts. It's another way. So, or just even drop a comment in the section below and you get a hold of us that way. And one more thing real quick, if you want to follow the activity and see what's going on in our Rail City RC Addicts group. Hi Ping. There's this is the Facebook page. If you found that header picture, you know you're in the right place. So I encourage you guys, if you're not already added yourself to the group or joined us, come on in, join us. We're more than welcome to have new members all the time. Well, I did happen to get out and test this gearing right here. That's the 25 tooth pinion, 36 tooth spur mod 1 gearing, and I think it's just too aggressive. I had like 2-3 passes and things started getting warm. I mean, like in the ESC, and the motor especially got really hot. Now, I haven't had a chance to hook this up to any kind of USB link and update the ESC or do much for programming other than what you can do with the button on the switch. Luckily, that's our you see that guy right there. So I gotta figure out what's going on there, why that heat was so bad, and step the gearing down, maybe back to where I had it at, and then screw around with the timing of the motor, because it is a sensored motor. I don't know a whole heck of a lot about sensored motors yet, but it's always a learning thing. It's always a learning curve. So I'm thinking I gotta go online and order myself that USB link, learn how to do all that stuff, update that ESC to the latest software, firmware, whatever it's called, and maybe even get that fan. I also have to get a small set of tires for that mini Revo. They're only like $6, but you gotta wait about a month for them to show up from China. I guess, you know, if you don't mind waiting, that's a good source. But the tires that are on there right now, they're pretty rough. Have a good look at those. You can see where they're wearing. Not quite wearing 100% evenly, but they're alright. Right here, that's the spot I was looking for. It's got a hole in the tire, just a little tiny one. And I'm sure if you went and looked around all the other tires, that's such a nice little car, isn't it? That was a heck of an upgrade. A lot of hard work to get the parts, but I mean, I got them. It's upgraded. That needs to be towed out just a touch. But tomorrow's another day. Time to tinker more with all that stuff and figure it all out the rest of the way. It's going to be a while waiting for that. I figure it's either the USB link for that ESC, the USB link, or the Hobbywing programming card. Either which way, we'll get it figured out, and Megas will break 100 kilometers an hour, and then we'll go on to break 100 mile an hour. I don't know. I think I'm going to need a little bit more than 3S power to beat 100 mile an hour. That's up there. Anyhow, thanks for watching tonight, guys. I really appreciate all your guys' support. if anything I could ever ask, just please don't forget to click like if you like the video, share the video, and if you're not already a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button. Join the random crew. Thanks again for watching, guys. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Good night. Vlog over.